Thank you for joining us in this second video on the evolution from computer viruses to crypto lockers or ransomware. We hope you enjoy this second part where we dive deeper into how viruses evolved throughout the decades. We plan on releasing more content like this, so feel free to subscribe if you want to follow along as new videos are released. One of the most significant developments in the evolution of malware was the emergence of polymorphic malware. Polymorphic malware is designed to change its appearance every time it infects a new system, making it more difficult to detect and remove. One well-known example of polymorphic malware is the stormworm, which was first discovered in 2007. The stormworm, also known as PCOM, was a type of malware. The worm was designed to infect computers and use them to send spam emails, making it one of the largest botnets of its time. The worm was named after a series of email subject lines that referenced a major winter storm that was affecting Europe at the time. The stormworm was primarily spread through infected email attachments, which would install the worm on the victim's computer when opened. Once installed, the worm would connect to a central command and control server and receive instructions on how to carry out its activities. The worm was particularly insidious because it was able to evade detection by many antivirus software programs, and it was able to mutate and change its code to avoid detection. At its peak, the stormworm was estimated to have infected millions of computers worldwide, making it one of the largest botnets in history. The worm was used to carry out a variety of criminal activities, including sending spam emails, launching distributed denial of service (DDoS) attacks, and stealing sensitive information from infected computers. Despite the success of the stormworm, law enforcement agencies eventually made significant progress in identifying and shutting down the infrastructure used by the attackers behind the worm. In 2008, several key leaders of the stormworm operation were arrested in a joint operation by US and Dutch authorities. The stormworm serves as a reminder of the ongoing threat posed by botnets and other types of malware, and the importance of implementing strong cybersecurity measures to protect against them. Another key development in the evolution of malware was the emergence of rootkits. Rootkits are software programs that are designed to hide the presence of malware on a system. One well-known example of a rootkit is the Sony BMG rootkit, which was included on millions of music CDs in 2005 and caused significant controversy when it was discovered. The Sony BMG rootkit was a controversial copy protection mechanism used on certain music CDs released by Sony BMG in 2005. The rootkit was designed to prevent unauthorized copying of the CDs. It worked by installing software on the user's computer without their knowledge or consent. The software was programmed to hide its presence from the user and the operating system, making it difficult to detect or remove. The rootkit was discovered by security researchers in October 2005, sparking widespread controversy and backlash from the public and the security community. The software was found to be invasive and potentially dangerous, as it could be exploited by attackers to gain unauthorized access to the user's computer and steal sensitive information. In response to the backlash, Sony BMG initially defended the rootkit as a necessary anti-piracy measure, but later issued a recall of all affected CDs and offered a removal tool for users to remove the rootkit from their computers. The Sony BMG rootkit incident highlighted the dangers of using invasive and poorly designed software for digital rights management purposes. The rootkit was found to be in violation of several laws and regulations, and it led to significant financial and reputational damage for Sony BMG. The incident also brought attention to the importance of transparency and user consent in software design, and the need for companies to prioritize user privacy and security in their products and services. The Sony BMG rootkit remains a cautionary tale about the potential consequences of prioritizing anti-piracy measures over user privacy and security. In this final section, we'll explore the most recent development in the world of malware, the emergence of ransomware. Cryptolockers, also known as ransomware, are a type of malware that encrypts the victim's files and demands payment in exchange for the decryption key. This type of malware has become increasingly popular in recent years, with high-profile attacks on hospitals, government agencies, and other organizations. One of the most famous examples of a CryptoLocker attack was the WannaCry ransomware attack of 2017. This attack affected hundreds of thousands of computers around the world, causing significant disruption to hospitals and other critical infrastructure. The attackers demanded payment in Bitcoin, making it difficult to track them down. Another well-known example of a CryptoLocker attack was the NotPetya ransomware attack of 2017. This attack was initially believed to be a variant of the Petya ransomware, but it quickly became apparent that it was a new and more sophisticated strain of malware. The attackers demanded payment in Bitcoin, but the decryption key they provided did not work, leading some to speculate that the attack was actually aimed at causing widespread destruction rather than making money. So how do CryptoLockers work? Like other types of malware, CryptoLockers are typically delivered through phishing emails or other social engineering tactics. Once the malware infects the victim's computer, it begins to encrypt the victim's files using a strong encryption algorithm. The attackers then demand payment in exchange for the decryption key, usually in the form of cryptocurrency such as Bitcoin. How can you protect yourself against CryptoLocker attacks? The best defense is to practice good cybersecurity hygiene. This involves keeping your software up to date, using strong passwords with MFA, and being cautious about received emails. It's also important to have a backup system in place so that you can restore your files if they are encrypted by a CryptoLocker. And that's a wrap on our journey through the evolution of computer viruses. From the early days of simple computer viruses to the sophisticated CryptoLockers of today, malware has continued to evolve and pose a threat to computer systems around the world. But with the right precautions and good cybersecurity practices, we can help to keep ourselves and our data safe from these malicious attacks. Thank you for viewing this video, and until next time.